It's LeGarrette Blunt here, man, 3-time Super Bowl champion. I just want to give you a shout out to the YouTube channel, Micro Mike, man.
Eddie Murray, former Detroit Lion. Make sure you watch Micro Mike on YouTube.
Calvin Johnson Jr. here, a.k.a. Megatron. Big shout out to Micro Mike and the YouTube channel, man.
Keep on talking everything Detroit Lions, and I just got to remind you, man, happy wife, happy life.
Detroit Lions versus Chicago Bears. And I want to talk some Chicago Bears and Lions football. It's
Chicago
time.
Cubs.
It's time. Let's get that Kool-Aid going. Let's get that Mike Wheel going. 60 in the chat and only 50 thumbs up. Let's get all the way to 60. Travis Troxel, how do we beat the Chicago Bears? Give me one thing you want to see the Lions do to beat the Chicago Bears.
Hold on one quick second. Okay, my one thing is run the football. You run, and run some more. That's what I want to see. Yeah, I mean, you got to run the football. You got to continue to run that football. Wear the defense out. You got Khalil Mack. You got to wear Khalil Mack down. Then you got to deal with Akeem Hicks. Wear him down. These are big bodies. Wear them down by running the football. That is a major key to winning the first game of the season.
That's facts. Durham, how do we beat them Bears?
First, by stopping the run and then getting after the quarterback. I know Trubisky is awful, but just in case it's Foles, you got to rattle him.
Yep.
You know, that was absolutely stunning right there and how you broke that down. Antonio
my main answers will be later on.
Okay. Antonio Hightower, what say you, man? How do we defeat the Chicago Bears here real soon?
First of all, Big V, you going to prove you deserve that contract in your first game, because Bears got a couple guys who can rush that passer. You know, opposite of Khalil Mack, they got Robert Quinn. Yep. We gonna see how good you is real quick.
Yep.
Because I've already seen Taylor Decker against Khalil Mack. I know about where he's gonna be for years. Big V, haven't seen it. So first thing we gotta do is protect the passer. Also, we want to see how that interior looks against Akeem Hicks. Now, I still question if Akeem Hicks is really as good as he was that 1 year. But if he's as good as he was for that 1 year, that interior gonna have a problem. The first thing we're going to do is protect the passer, because the Bears have a real pass rush. The secondary is pretty trash. So if you just protect the passer, you pretty much got it from there. Stop Allen Robinson. He's like the third best receiver in the division. You got to stop that guy. You know, sometimes they just throw it up to him. Like, we going to need somebody to stop him. Slay didn't do an amazing job of stopping him. The best thing Slay ever did was get burnt by him so bad that the QB threw it behind him and he got a pick. That's like Slay's biggest highlight against Allen Robinson. Mitchell Trubisky being a horrible QB. Probably want Trubisky to start, because Foles can be a good QB, and Trubisky will never be a good QB. So I take my money rolling with Trubisky. I've seen that Foles can play good. I've seen that Trubisky can play bad. So I'd rather just have Trubisky start, shut down Allen Robinson, hope they don't pick up Leonard Fournette, and just and cover long enough so Trey Flowers can dominate them again.
Okay. Here's how we win. We have to win first off. It's a must. I don't care what anyone says. To me, this is a must-win game. You have to beat your division rivals on week 1. We have not won a week 1 game in a long time. I am ready. We lost against the Jets. We tied versus the Arizona Cardinals. It is time to get a win now versus the Chicago Bears. It's a great way to start the season off by beating the rivals. Beating the rivals. We have 57 in the chat, 52 thumbs up. Let's get those thumbs up. Now 61. In regards to how we got to do it, we got to run the football. Got to run the football, guys. I know what we can do when it comes to the wide receivers. I know that we can attack in the air. But why do you got to run the football? I've said it a trillion times, and I'm going to keep saying it. Wear the defense down in the fourth quarter. Get those first downs. So in the fourth quarter, they're tired. If you're consistently running the football, and you're doing everything that it can on the ground game, the air game will work out, and you'll get first down in the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter is the quarter we seem to lose every game. We get leads, and we lose those leads. Run the football, win in the fourth quarter. Get after the quarterback, for goodness sakes. Let's get after the quarterback. Trey Flowers, you got paid big time last year. You need to get after the quarterback and stop the run. I think our interior is much better already, just by the names and lack of injury than it was last year. I think we'll be able to stop the run somewhat. They lost their running back already for the year. Who knows if they pick up another one? But I think we can stop the run, but we have to get out of the quarterback and run the football. And TJ Hawkinson, I'm looking at you. If the ball comes to you in the red zone, you need to catch that ball and score touchdowns. Get touchdowns when you're in the red zone, not field goals. I love Matt Prater, but I love touchdowns a little bit more. That's how we're going to win. That's what we're going to do. And we beat the Bears, and we start the season off. Such a bad offseason we've had, going 3-12-1. And we start the season off with a win, a victory, with no home crowd. Who knows what it's going to look like? Who knows what it's going to sound like? But we can come on here and do Victory Tuesday night on the One Pride podcast. Me happy, post-game show happy, all of us happy, excited that the Lions are 1-0, one of 16 teams that are 1-0, and we go in the right direction and getting ready for Lambeau Field. That's what we do. Pride Nation, let's go!
And that's the drop the mic.
And also that Allen Robinson is better than Kenny Galladay.
No.
Oh,
No.
yeah, he's going to say, you know who's a better wide receiver? Mitchell Trubisky's a better wide receiver than Kenny Galladay.
I mean, he might be a better kicker.
How about we shock and start rushing the passer? Frog Crop, I am with
Facts.
you. I am definitely with you, folks. In 10 minutes, we go to you. Get ready for questions. Hashtag ISN. You can ask me personally, ask the Dern, ask Tonio, ask Trox, or all of us all together. Whatever you want, get ready for your question. Hashtag ISN. Again, let's get those thumbs up. 62 in the chat, 55. We're almost a clean sweep. That would be nice to get to 60. What is one thing, Trox, that we cannot afford to do against the Chicago Bears? What is one thing we can't do?
One thing we can't do is add another year where you have not won in the Matt Patricia era game one of the regular season.
Facts.
You cannot do that.
Facts. And that's a bold that. You know what? Even though that answer was really short, that's still a drop the mic moment because that's hashtag facts. Dern, what cannot take place on Sunday for us? Yes.
There's a bunch of stuff. Like, we can't let Mac run wild. We can't let them get a run game. Because if they get a run game, then if Foles is the quarterback, then they're going to do play action to Allen Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be so upset if we lose that game. I'm going to be here. Yeah, you're not going to like me that day, man. My birthday is next Thursday. And that's what I need is a W.
Facts.
And happy early birthday.
We need to get that W for all our insanity.
Do it for the Dern.
Do it for humanity. Antonio Hightower, what's one thing we cannot afford to do in that Chicago game?
Well, if the QB is Mitch Trubisky, do not let him get on the roll. That's the one thing we cannot do. That is the thing he did last year because our offense couldn't move the ball a lot of the time. When Matthew Stafford was gone, like in the first Bears game, the Lions had Mitch Trubisky on lock for about a quarter and 13 minutes. But at some point, Trubisky is like, hey, I think I can make this open pass. And all of a sudden, 3 straight touchdowns just like that. Can't let the offense go on a roll. I want to say you can't let Mac get going, but Mac's going to do Mac things. It's just going to happen. And Taylor Decker is going to do as good as he can, which is better than anybody else in our whole line of blocking Mac. What we got to hope is that Robert Quinn ain't who we think he can be still, because if he is anything he was to that Cowboys team, oh, we have a problem. We also need to make sure that Akeem Hicks does not run wild, because while Eddie Goldman is a huge loss, Akeem Hicks is like 350 pounds. He can step right into that role as a nose tackle. Plus, he gives you pass rush. So we just need to hope first of all, none of the defensive players get going and the offense doesn't get going. Because if they do, then the Lions are going to really have to tough this one out.